First new drone in years. What is going on, everybody? Dan with Gear Focus here, and as you saw in that intro, we are talking about the brand new DJI Air 2S. Now, before we get too far into this, I do want to mention that I paid my own personal money for this drone. DJI did not send this to us. This is not a sponsored video. I paid my own money for the Fly More kit. This drone sports a 1-inch sensor that is actually the same sensor that is in the Mavic 2 Pro, and it shoots up to 5.4K at 30 frames per second. It does have a little bit of a wider field of view at a 22mm focal length, but it does also have a fixed aperture at f2.8. Now, like I said, because this is the same sensor, we do get that same 10-bit color space that we did on the Mavic 2 Pro. Now, there is a little bit of difference there with the color science, and we'll go into that in another video when we compare this drone with the Mavic 2 Pro, but they are both 10-bit color depths. This drone also gets DJI's latest safety features. So we get Occusync 3.0, which gives us up to a 12-kilometer range. I wouldn't ever go that far, as technically you're supposed to keep your drone in line of sight, and if you can see line of sight at 12 kilometers, well, then you must be a superhuman. But it does have transmission up to 12 kilometers. What that means is when we're in closer proximity, we're actually going to get better signal because it is a more powerful digital signal. This drone also has DJI's ADS-B technology, which actually detects manned aircraft in your area. So if there's a helicopter or another plane or something like that in your area around where you're flying, the drone will actually alert you to that aircraft. So the Fly More kit that I bought comes obviously with the drone. It comes with the controller. It comes with 2 extra batteries as well as 3 sets of propellers. It also comes with the triple charger. However, the triple charger only charges 1 battery at a time, which is kind of annoying. I feel like in 2021 we should have a charger that parallel charges, but again, it just charges sequentially. The Fly More kit also comes with a little adapter that you can use for your batteries to turn it into a USB port. So it comes with this little adapter here, and you just plug it right into your battery, and it gives you USB ports right on your battery. And lastly, the Fly More kit comes with a nice convenient carrying case. So now that I've had this drone for a few days and I've actually gotten to use it on a few jobs, I can say that I'm very, very confident in my purchase. Now, the reason why I bought the Air 2S instead of waiting for a Mavic 3 Pro or something like that is I just needed a new cinematic drone. If you guys have been following the channel for a little bit, you've seen that I've been diving into FPV more and more, but I haven't really had a good cinematic style drone in the past. I used to have a Phantom 4 Pro, but when I was on a job one day, it just randomly fell out of the sky, and I don't really know what happened, but it completely destroyed the drone. So after that, the only other drone that I had was the original Mavic Air, and I may or may not have crashed that one too. So like I said, I went ahead and I picked up the Air 2S because I needed a new drone, and honestly, this either meets or exceeds the Mavic 2 Pro specifications in pretty much every category. The only thing that the Mavic 2 Pro has over the Air 2S is the adjustable aperture. This is not really a huge deal to me personally, as I'm really used to setting my exposure on the ground before I even take off with FPV, but having the adjustable aperture in the air would be kind of nice. The other feature that this drone does not have that the Mavic 2 Pro does have is the side sensors. And to me, that's, again, not really a big deal because 1, on the Mavic 2 Pro, you can only use those side sensors when you're in tripod mode, and 2, if you don't know which direction your drone is flying, you shouldn't be flying in that direction. You should always know where your drone is flying. So like I said, I have had the opportunity to use this drone on a few jobs, and so far I have been extremely impressed with it. The 5.4K resolution looks absolutely amazing. It is so crisp and so clean. One of the other things that I've noticed while I've been flying this drone is that it is fast. This thing will move. And I do like the new controller where you can just switch it into a cinematic mode super easily and it'll slow everything down. But I do wish that there was a way to kind of slow the drone down even more. Even the cinematic mode, you have to be pretty light on the sticks. And one last thing that I noticed with this drone is it goes up and down extremely fast. Like before, when you were trying to descend with DJI drones, you had to wait like 15 minutes for your drone to come down, but this thing looks like it's almost falling out of the sky. This clip that we're gonna show right here is actually in real time. I did not speed this clip up at all, and this is how fast the drone actually descends. And one more thing that I like about these safety features on this drone is with the sensors, before when you were flying DJI drones and there was an obstacle in the way, it would put an overlay directly over top of the image, which blocked what you were seeing on the image, which was kind of counterintuitive. However, on the new drones and the new apps, it actually will tell you around the edge of your screen, which to me is really, really nice way to have a subtle alert for, hey, you're about to hit a tree. So as I get to mess around with this drone more and more, we're gonna be coming out with a bunch of videos on this drone. We're gonna compare it directly to the Mavic 2 Pro in terms of the image quality, in terms of the safety features, everything. And I'm also going to show you guys my favorite settings for this drone. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and you hit that bell so that you're notified whenever we release a new video. That's gonna do it for me today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you guys are staying safe, you're staying healthy, and remember, Gear Focus is always here to help you feed your passion. Peace.